amount of time, I yield back.
Gentlelady yields. I now recognize Ms. Randall for 5 minutes. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. It's a delight to be here in this subcommittee to have a good discussion about federal lands management. I have the great honor of representing Washington State's 6th District, which is most of the Olympic Peninsula and a little bit of the city of Tacoma. And in the peninsula, we are lucky to have the Olympic National Park. Park that spans 922,651 acres and includes 95% designated wilderness. And surrounding the park, we also have the Olympic National Forest, federal forest land. We are really lucky in Washington to have this unique ecosystem in our backyards, and many people who have lived there for generations and generations, including the usual and accustomed land of 12 federally recognized tribes who have stewarded it since time immemorial, and many folks who choose to move to the beautiful Pacific Northwest because of this unique place. I'll never forget one of my first canvassing experiences as a state Senate hopeful when I knocked on the door of a Republican woman who said, "Oh, don't waste your time with me. I'm not going to vote for you." And then I asked her what she cared about, and she said protecting the waters that are home to the orca whale in Washington State. And that really exemplifies to me how bipartisan the protection of our unique ecosystem is in Washington's 6th. One of the things that is special about this place is how many ways folks have to access the lands. Folks hike and camp. They hunt and fish, and science happens in the forests and in the waters, of the Hoh River and Lake Quinault, and in the national park and along the Pacific coast. It's also an incredible boon to our economy to attract folks out to visit this special place. Mr. Gibbs, the outdoor recreation economy in Washington State accounted for 639, not in Washington broadly, accounted for $639.5 billion in 2023 nationwide. We know that parks and public lands are centerpieces of this business, and that means jobs and opportunities for communities, especially communities like mine. Could you talk about the role you've seen public lands play in the outdoor recreation economy in Colorado, and how selling off public lands to corporations or shutting down our access to recreation in order to create more resource extraction might impact it?
Yeah. Thank you, Representative. And I was just thinking, what a beautiful location that you represent. I'd love to visit that area sometime. In Colorado, we're also really blessed with just amazing, beautiful outdoor spaces and vistas and rivers. We're also blessed with amazing outdoor recreation opportunities. I would argue that we have some of the best, or the best, places to go skiing and to hunt and fish, to go rafting with your friends and family and so forth. And outdoor recreation is $36.5 billion to our state's GDP. So it's significant. And, I'm here in Washington, D.C., and I would argue anyone in back of me, I would ask them, what do you think of when you think of Colorado? Many people think of the world-class recreational opportunities. And I think it's really important to note that in Colorado, we work hard to find a balance. We can be the 4th largest oil and gas producing state, while at the same time having the best skiing opportunities, while we also have some of the best mountain biking opportunities, and working hard to find a balance. We also have what's called our outdoor regional partnerships. Mr. Canterbury and I really agree on, there's one particular location in his community called Envision Chaffee County, where we work hard to bring the ranching community together, along with the mountain bikers, along with the firefighters, and all different user groups to try to find that sweet spot, because it's not them or oil and gas or recreation. It's recreation and it's preservation and it's conservation and it's supporting our wildlife. So it's all the above approach that we work really hard in Colorado to strive for. Thanks. And the timber industry plays an important role too.
Thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Mr. Chair, I yield back.
Gentlelady yields.